So it's haircut time. I think the last time you cut my hair, Sandra, was at the nurseries, wasn't it? In the garden.
It was.
On a bright and sunny day. You've been busy since you come home, haven't you, Sandra?
Have I?
You enjoy your roast dinner, your chicken roast dinner?
I did, thank you, yes.
Very nice. And then you digested it, didn't you?
A nice cup of tea, following it on, yeah.
And then we had to get Henry out, didn't we?
We did.
We had to throw away some bits and bobs, didn't we, Sandra?
We did.
Can't go into detail on the vlog though, can I, Sandra?
You can't.
I can't. If I could tell what's happened here, nobody would believe me in a million years, would they, Sandra? Are you laughing? When Sandra's guilty, she just starts to laugh. And I can't tell you what's happened, but what's happened has just been a bit grim, hasn't it, Sandra?
Oh, it's really funny, but...
Right, so what we're going to do, once my hair is cut, a lot of people have been asking, why hasn't Sandra said what a new job is? So I think I'll get Sandra to explain what a new job is. So at the moment, my hair is being trimmed. You're doing a good job, Sandra.
It's gone very curly again. It's a bit of a challenge today. We'll see what we can do.
I've naturally got curly hair. Oh, okay, right. Let's get this done. How are my eyebrows?
Have you seen Cadence recently?
Well, I was back about 6 weeks ago.
Gone curly at the back like yours. I was squinting yesterday.
You were squinting yesterday. Why are you squinting?
The lights are bright.
I need to sit down some time and work out why this flashes and everything. But anyway, so sorry, we've got a little white light on the GoPro just to try and get rid of the orange glow and the flashing, flickering lights and things like that. So it's now pretty late.
It is.
So I've had my hair cut, and you saw that before. I've just got out of the bath. I've not got any blood on me. I've just had a shave. So I'm a bit spruced up. I'm looking all right, Sandra?
You look fine from here.
Looking fine from here, from there. Yeah, anyway, we won't go into why it's so late and what's been going on, but it's not been good, has it, Sandra?
Been having a tidy up, haven't we?
Yeah, I've been having a tidy up. And I'm not going to mention Flower because she's likely to slap me. Sorry?
So it's, in some ways, Neil's sort of got a sense of humour, but sometimes he's not got much of a sense of humour. Anyway, there you go. One of these days.
If Sandra will allow me in the future to explain what's happened, you will understand why my sense of humour is not perhaps a sense of humour tonight.
It's one of those things, it's like, you shouldn't really laugh, but it's just really funny. It was just one of those moments.
Well, who made the discovery of what you thought was really funny?
It's when you were moving furniture, but anyway, we digress.
Right, anyway, so a couple of days ago, Sandra announced she'd got a job, and which obviously, you know, I'm very proud of, and I asked her how it was all going and asked her loads of questions about it, and congratulated her, bought her burgers and curries, and I've cooked her meals every night. Haven't I?
Is this in the parallel universe?
You had 2 curries on her run. You had burgers on Sunday. I've cooked you paella, roast dinner, chili con carne.
We had this conversation at the weekend.
Anyway,
you were very focused on the loft and clearing the loft, and you filmed all about clearing the loft, and I was just laughing, saying all you talked about was the loft, when actually I just got this exciting new job, so that's just kind of how it came about. Anyway, so the longest version of the story is, because it's a bit long, but going back to 2019, I started a higher level health and safety course. So I've been working in research labs for a long time, and getting to that stage, I was looking for a change of career. So I'll do the training and then try and look for this other job. And then I applied for a job in that area in health and safety about May last year, I think it was. Didn't get the job, and I was told, oh, well, didn't have the experience, and I should maybe look for a deputy role, but there weren't any deputy roles I could really go for. And so anyway, and then I got this other job, which is like senior building technician, so that's what I've been doing for the last year. And And then randomly this other job came up, which is a higher grade and permanent and health and safety role. And my previous background was biology. And it's like specialism in biosafety. So I was like, well, I haven't got much time. So I quickly stuck in an application, which took me all of half an hour. Much to my surprise, got an interview. And then I didn't have much time to prepare for the interview either because my current job's pretty busy. Anyway, long story short, did the interview, came straight out of these clean rooms. These lot might not have seen that picture of me all in my clean room.
They won't even know what a clean room is. Have we got a clean room that we're sat in, Sandra?
Sadly, no.
I'm not going to go into this. But anyway, it's about clean rooms.
Anyway, so...
What's a clean room?
You have to get all seated up, like head to toe.
So hang on, I'm just going to pause. Sorry for interrupting. Sandra works at Manchester University. It is a science department.
Apologies, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I've not always worked there, but I worked there for a long time. And so they work on nanomaterials and graphene and things like that. So to protect the samples from us, like we have to cover up completely so that we don't shed skin and other stuff that might get into the special samples and wreck them. Anyway, so I'm all togged up, and then I had this interview, so I had to like get out, get myself to the interview. I didn't have time to even get properly dressed up because I came straight from this clean room environment. And yeah, I didn't think I did a particularly good interview, but apparently it was better than last time. And long story short, they've offered me the job. So,
have you told anybody what the job is yet?
Health and safety, yeah.
Health and safety
with biology specialism.
So I'm going to rewind to when I met Sandra. So when I met Sandra, I had a quite successful photographic business, and Sandra was part-time doing childcare.
Short start.
Yeah, short start centres. The daughter was very little and all the rest of it. And to cut a very long story short, soon after we met, literally 6, 7, 8 months, something like that, we had a complete change. I got rid of my business, and then we didn't know what we were going to do financial wise or income wise or anything like that. It was just...
Well, you'd got elected as a councillor, hadn't you? So...
Yeah, I got elected as a councillor. I got a very small income with that, and I'd got my internet business at that time was bringing in a bit more money than it is now. And to cut a long story short, Sandra said she wanted to go back working full time, back to Manchester Uni. And to cut a very long story short, I brought Hannah up initially those early years. Obviously, I class Hannah as being my daughter, and become the house husband. Well, Sandra went back full time at Manchester Uni. And then Sandra then was more laboratory work, technician work. She'd come back all excited about DNA and things, DNA and laboratory wise and everything. And yeah, so that's...
Well, I've had although I'm on technical side, I've had a very strong research career in my past before obviously my daughter was born. And because Anil being a local councillor and needed to be more local and working part-time, it just made sense at that point that he stayed here. And then I went back to full-time work. So that's what we did.
Yeah. So anyway, as it's nearly Christmas, Sandra's become elf and safety.
Exactly.
We'll have to get that elf suit out soon. But in fact, the elf suit is up in the attic. It's not in the attic. It's above our heads in the spare bedroom.
It is actually. It's elf safety and compliance is the full.
Or health with her.
Elf.
Why say an elf?
Safety
it's
and
her health. Her. Say her.
And compliance.
Say health.
So it's going to be quite busy. It's been a slight concern, but I'm very busy now anyway, and it's less money. So I'm going to be busy. I'd rather get paid a bit more for doing it.
So there's a little bit more money, and as important, Sandra has a commute from home into Manchester each day, which can be an absolute horrible trip. Like an hour each way, just stuck in traffic, and you've got a possibility to be able to work from home a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that commute. So
even 2 days a week, not having to commute would save me at least 4 hours a week. Yeah, which would be nice.
And a bit of petrol. So being a little bit serious, like being a campsite warden, obviously I don't have a commute to work or anything like that, you know, and you take into a factor when you take on a 40-hour-a-week job, you need to add on, in Sandra's case, another 10 hours just commuting and petrol and...
So in the last year or two, I've been cycling 1 or 2 days a week, which is better for my health, and it's a lot more pleasant, as long as the weather's reasonable, than driving. But yeah, it helps, but to not have to do it a bit more often would be nice. Yeah.
So there you are. So that's a little bit of a different one, a very different start to a video, isn't it? So Sandra, we're recording this tonight, and this will be tomorrow's vlog, because today's vlog is up because we had a bit of...
But anyway, so that's partly why I've not really had much chance to reply to comments and things, because I'm in the middle of sorting out, change of contracts, and been to the equivalent of HR and all sorts of things, trying to sort out the handover period. So yeah, it's been, yeah.
Right, there you go. So I'll wrap that off there with Sandra, and I'll carry on my day, as you will see tomorrow, which is a day of sorting out boxes and things, and possibly a tip run tomorrow. Exciting. Right, so we're going to tackle today a few things. I've got loads of boxes in the conservatory to try and sort out, but you can see this thing here. Then you can see that, and let's put a light on. It's one of them big foldable backgrounds, and it all folds up and goes into a little bag. And the reason it's not folded into a little bag is because folding it up is a absolute nightmare. You have to sort of hold it at the end, pull it down and give it a twist and all that. And 9 times out of 10 when I do it, I'm on my own and I swear a lot. Anyway, I've got to also be very quiet today because Sandra's working from home. Do you want to say hello? Are you working from home, Sandra?
Well, I'm on my tea break at the moment, but yes, I'm working from home today.
And Sandra's working from home today. I've got a couple of throws that I washed last night. I need to put on the settees, and I'm going to dismantle the chicken, what I did yesterday, for some chicken sandwiches tomorrow, because we're going away tomorrow. So we're going to take some butties with us. And I'm probably going to do a spag bowl, I think, for tea tonight, because I've got some mince that needs using up. Right, so this is, as I say, just give you some idea of height on this this background. It's huge, and I sometimes use it for green screen videos. So if you know what green screen is, that's what this is. And I've also got a separate studio stand with a bigger green screen. Anyway, I'm going to go and try and tackle this now. I'm not going to video it because it's going to look stupid, and I swear I really hate putting this thing away. You do it, Sandra. You just said it's easy.
You didn't say it was easy.
You did. You said it's easy. You just said you just twist it round, pull it down, give it a twist, and down it goes. And it's not easy. No, that's not how you do it.
I mean, just push the bits together or something. Well, that bit's put.
No, definitely not. You have to go pull it all the way up and then, like that, and then stand it on the end with that piece at the top, and then you can either pull that one down from there halfway and give it a twist, or take that corner there to that corner there.
Twist where?
No, she's got to help me. She's abandoned me again. She always abandons me. She says, "Do it's dead easy that. I'm all on my own." Right, I'm going to have another look on YouTube because every time I do this I get stressed out by it. So in my old little conservatory, that used to be my office, and I just had a major blitz, and I think it's 17 bin bags of stuff I've now thrown away. I need to find some homes. These are boxes of things. So quite often when I buy something, I keep the box, and then if I ever need to sell it going forward, I've got them, but they're just super lightweight, so that's fine. And all the rest of this junk that was in here is pretty well now sorted. I just need to get a Henry out and hoover and clean and dust and things like that. This big box here is full of some things that I need to try and archive. There's some negatives and videotapes that I want to look at. But everything else is in use. So I'm going to show you what I've managed to free up. Right, how are you doing? Right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, several big boxes that are now emptied. These boxes are empty. That's empty. They're empty boxes. These are to go in the attic. I'm keeping. These are a collection of old phones. So some of these, some of those are now becoming collector's pieces, so I'm not going to throw them away. And I've got some other stuff, so a couple of boxes to go in the attic. In my porch, this is a nightmare. There's a total of 17 bin bags and other stuff now. So I'm going to give myself a quick break for half an hour, then load up the car, and I'm going to go and do a tip run. Let me tell you, it's really mild and very, very sunny, but I've got some very dark, menacing clouds in the distance. Right, so I've got, what did I say, 17 bin bags and a load of other stuff in the boot of my car. Let's get down to the local tip. Right, so I'm at the local rubbish tip. And this is all got different, I don't know, you can see here, different areas. So what have we got there? Garden waste, appliances, mattresses, cardboard, non-recyclable, bagged waste, hardcore and things like that. And the staff here can be a little bit like the Gestapo. Seriously, if they catch you putting a piece of paper in wood or something like that, they jump on you. And you come here, you have your registration number taken, you're allowed so many visits a month and you get fined. So yeah, you're trying to bring things to a rubbish tip, and yeah, it can be interesting here. Let's see how I get along. Right, that was incident free. There is also, to be fair to the local authority here, they have got a sort of recycle area. So if you've got goods that can go to a second home, like pre-loved goods, you can donate them here. And there's like there's a couple of cabins further down that you can go and have a rummage through what people have left. So rather than throwing away good things, there's nothing heartbreaking, isn't there? You're at the tip and somebody throws away something, you think, oh, I could do with that. Anyway, I'm going to go and find a petrol station now. I think Asda's my nearest, and fill the car up with diesel, ready for tomorrow's trip. Right, so last time I put some diesel in my car, which was a week ago in Lincolnshire, I think I paid £1.91 a litre, and this is now 182.9, so it's several pence a litre cheaper. And there is quite a big queue here. Yeah, so it's actually cheaper at the moment here than what I paid in Lincolnshire. That's really unusual. Right, so there is definitely an awful lot of progress today. Mega amount of progress today. Serious amount of progress. I won't take in the conservatory and all the rest. He must be really bored of seeing boxes of rubbish. But massive tip run done, and yeah, a lot of stuff done away. A lot of stuff now boxed up. Pretty well all done. The next big job is obviously the attic. I've got to get the loft legs in there and the insulation, the boarding down, and then I've got one massive filing cabinet which has got so many papers in that I'm either going to need burning or shredding. Anyway, that's for a later date, but I'm bang on where I wanted to be today. Hold on, Rasha's going on holiday, aren't you, Rasha? So you've not been on camera for a bit, have you, Rash? Come on, say hello. Say hello, Rasha. So Rasha's going on holiday. Hannah, our daughter, is coming to pick Rasha up. So while me and Sandra go away for a few nights, Rasha's going away on holiday for a few nights. Aren't you, Rash? Yes, you are. So we're away in the morning. So I'm going to make tea tonight. Sandra's still busy working at home. I'll quickly run over and get her to give a big wave. But I'm going to do a fairly small portion tea tonight. So I'm just literally going to cut up some mushrooms. I've got some red onions. These are the dregs of some garlic that are left over. I've got some mince and I've got a bolognese sauce. So yeah, I could pour in a bit more and add tomatoes and do the sauce from scratch. I'm not going to bother doing that because it's only literally a really quick tea that we're going to need. So I'm going to put the kettle on, get some boiling water for the pasta, and start cutting up my my little ingredients. Right, so there's Sandra behind me, still working from home. You're working from home, Sandra? How's your day from home going? Put that down, it could be confidential.
I don't think so.
No, right.
I'm completing some database work on local exhaust ventilation systems, and when I'm at work I get distracted constantly with questions, so yes, I'm making faster progress today.
Good, because I have not distracted Sandra in any shape or form today. I've been dead quiet as a mouse. She hasn't even noticed me about. Have you, Sandra?
You've been pretty good, Neil, thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's green. We need to get that green screen put away as well. All being well, when Hannah comes, we're going to let Hannah see whether she can tackle it. Right, let me get back into the kitchen. Right, so that's everything all cut up here. I've got some red Leicester here I'm going to grate, and I'm just going to brown off the mince, put the onion, mushroom and garlic in, then literally lazy way I pour on sauce. I've got pasta ready to boil up, really quick and simple, and as I say, I'm only doing a portion big enough for me and Sandra tonight because she always tells me off for doing too much. Right, that's in goes the mushrooms and the onion and the bit of garlic, so fry off that, and I'm going to grate some of this red Leicester cheese. It's really strong cheese, it's really nice. Right, it's all done. In goes the sauce. As I say, you could put some extra mixed herbs and some extra tomatoes in here. I'm not going to do that. It's just a very quick tea tonight. So I'm just going to fold that in now. Right, let's put that onto a low heat and let that simmer for 15 minutes with occasional stir and do the washing up. A good chef always washes up as they go along. So that's my spag bol ready. I'm going to have that. So we have got some rasher, some hard cheese here. Save that for Sandra, because that's the sort of guy that I am. And time to get some tea down my belly. Hannah has accepted the challenge. We've just had a look at a video with this green screen, and she said, so easy, so easy. And she says she's going to try it 3 times, and if it doesn't happen after 3 times, she's giving up. Oh, well done, Hannah. Oh. So this is Hannah, our daughter, by the way, if you've not met her before. Oh.
I can't remember what comes next.
Oh. Oh.
Twist at some point, but it's getting the twisting at the right point.
Don't know.
I tried and failed.
Oh dear.
I don't know.
Attempt number 1, she said she'll try 3 times. Do you want to rewatch the video?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right, hang on a minute, let's rewatch the video. Right, this is attempt number 3. 2. Oh. At least you forgot to put a foot on the bottom. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Looks like a big piano. Not piano, a bass guitar, doesn't it?
I feel like hands on the wrong side.
Oh, so close. Oh.
No, I don't know. Can't do it.
You can't do it. If you're giving up. You said three tries. Every time you look at it, you're squinting. Right, Hannah gave up on the green screen, blue screen, didn't you, Hannah? And she's doing a bit of knitting.
Crochet.
Crocheting. What are you crocheting?
A poncho.
A pontoon?
Poncho.
A poncho. Very good. Right, should we end this video here? What are you going to say, Sandra?
Finished work for the day. I'm looking forward to a whole 4 days off. I'm not working and Neil's not working, which hasn't happened since autumn last year, apart from when we had COVID, which wasn't like a holiday at all. So
How do you know I'm not going to be working, Sandra?
I'm not going to be working.
How do you know I'm not going to be working? Can't tell you where we're going, but there was a hint there.
You're not campsite wardening.
Keep
And Rash is
watching.
going for a little holiday.
Oh yeah,
Rash-
Rash is on it. Yeah, Rash is looking at Hannah. Right, should we bung this off and sort of say goodbyes? And if you want to subscribe down, is it down there tonight, Sandra?
It might be. Oh, I will try and look at comments later, by the way, because yeah, I might have some time tonight finally.
And Hannah, if you want to get notification when we upload the video, what do they have to do?
Ring the bell.
Oh, you've been watching our videos.
I just watch YouTube. Not you.
What do you do, Hannah? Go on, say it again.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell, ring the bell. Right, guys, we're going. The video next, you'll see me and Sandra. We're heading south, is all I'm going to say. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Say bye, Sandra.
Bye.